start off with matters to do with the BBI. And let me explain. There's been a push and pull on when it should be held. So, Article 255 of the Constitution does not say exactly when the referendum should be held. However, Article 89, 2 and 4, that is where the rubber meets the road. So, Article 89.2 says the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission shall review the names and boundaries of constituencies at intervals of not less than 8 years and not more than 12 years. But any review shall be completed at least 12 months before a general election of members of parliament. Read that with Article 4 that says if a general election is to be held within 12 months after the completion of the review by the commission, the new boundaries shall take effect for the purposes of that election, shall not take effect for the purposes of that particular election. So this is where the quagmire really is, because the BBI says there's 70 new constituencies that need to come up. IBC says the delimitation of electoral units is their job. Even if the referendum is held before June or even July, it still means that they only have about 2 months to clear so that they abide to this, which means they have to do it 1 year before the elections. This is why we begin tonight with a simmering dilemma facing the parliamentary committee currently scrutinizing the BBI bill. So Citizen TV has learned that the Joint Justice and Legal Affairs Committee is split on whether or not to amend the bill that was passed by over 40 county assemblies. Experts tapped by the committee have advised against amending the report, saying it would negate the spirit of the popular initiative provided for in the Constitution. And as Sam Ogina reports, the experts are also concerned about the proposal to create 70 additional constituencies.
Thank you so much.
With the country seemingly at a loss on where the BBI process truly is, the ball is now back squarely on the Joint Justice and Legal Affairs Committees of Parliament. Faced by a dilemma of whether Parliament can amend the BBI report or not, the committee tapped into legal consultants, Professor Patricia Kameri-Mbote and Dr. Collins Odote, for counsel. The report presented to the committee, which is retreating for 2 days to adopt the final position on the matter, a position that now appears elusive until a final report is drafted. The experts warning against Parliament reopening the document. The experts' report reads in part, the bill is the product of a popular initiative as stipulated in Article 257 of the Constitution that leads to a process of a referendum. To avoid any litigation, Parliament should consider it as it is. IBC cleared over 1.4 million signatures to pave way for the BBI bill to be transmitted to county assemblies, 43 of which subsequently approved it. Parliament is grappling with its legislative role on the BBI bill, with a section of MPs demanding to stamp the authority by amending the BBI bill, but the experts have advised against this, stating any amendments to the bill would amount to usurping powers of the people. The experts have taken issue with the bill's proposal to create an additional 70 new constituencies within 6 months of its passage. This, the legal minds say, will be a Herculean task for the electoral agency, IEBC, and a near impossible task given the time frames. The experts say the boundary delimitation exercise could take up to 12 months and not 6 months as proposed in the BBI bill, saying this is purely a preserve of the Electoral Commission. IEBC has raised a similar concern, saying the timelines are too short, coming in the midst of preparations for the 2022 general election. Tuesday is D-Day for the committee, whose members now appear to have taken divergent views on the matter, as the committee has to come up with a report for both houses of parliament. Sam Ogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.